It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. Yo, don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Call till you spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Good morning, hello, welcome to the Wednesday KVJ show. How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Yeah. Woohoo. See, Bird, you got a Bigfoot shirt on there?
I do.
Let me check that full thing out, floss that.
This baby is nice. I believe a very kind KVJ Nationer sent this to me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you are swimming in it because guess what I got in the mail at my house?
A Bigfoot shirt.
A shirt for you sent in by a KVJ Nationer.
I love it. The people are so kind. And here's the cool thing about this shirt. 3 months ago or 2 months ago, my fat butt could not... I had big old boobs in this shirt, and it was tight on me. So it fits me, and that's why I am rocking it.
Lean and mean.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Here's your new shirt I just got in the mail to add to your wardrobe.
No way.
It's an alien shirt.
Get in, loser. It says...
Well, get in, loser. We're doing butt stuff.
And it's
a guy being teleported into an alien spacecraft.
But he should be turned around like he's going face up. It should be butt up, I think.
They'll flip him.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
They flip him when they get up there, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
You have the nicest fans that send you so much like Bigfoot stuff
amazing.
and alien stuff.
You got your niche.
I do have
Yeah, you got your niche.
They send me pizza shirts.
Swell and grain.
Which is amazing.
It's so weird, just to go back to the UFO stuff, so many of those stories when someone does get taken away and they do the experiments on the human, it does always end with a butt story. The aliens are into butts.
They are.
They are.
Do they not have their own? Why are they so fascinated?
I think something about the human digestive system is something they're into.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They just get like going, these butts are amazing.
Well, we were talking about it yesterday. You know, bathroom stuff kind of tells a lot about a human's DNA. You had the lion story about the lion going poop and other animals being able to sense that.
Yeah, it was the story is that there is a zoo that is selling like lion poo to people that are trying to keep animals away from their garden, and animals will come up and apparently they can smell the testosterone, or just they realize this is a predator animal that left these droppings, and they're like, get out.
Maybe that's what the aliens are doing to the humans, just kind of figuring out what's going on in there.
Maybe they're just fascinated with butts.
That is kind of what I like to think.
If that's the case, why are we not getting abduction stories from Jennifer Lopez and people that notoriously have great butts?
Maybe they don't like those kind of butts. Maybe they like
they like odd butts.
They like odd butt.
Well, then you're on the list.
Oh, dude, why have they not taken you already?
No, we as a morning show, other than Kevin, we have the weirdest group of butts. Between Virginia, myself, Denny's in suits, none of us have any cheeks.
It's not cute.
It's not.
What we have going on, thank goodness we have Kevin, because he kind of like saves us.
My one attribute.
Yes.
Without Kevin, we have the worst butts in radio.
I agree.
Should put that on a shirt too.
Kevin,
I don't know.
It's just it's kind of long.
You know what I noticed? Because you got it's a Georgia, the state of Georgia with the Bigfoot thing. I just drove through Georgia a couple days ago. You know, we came from Atlanta, which is in the northwest part of the state. So when you come down I-75, you cut down through Macon, Valdosta, right down the middle of the state of Georgia into Florida, where you hit the turnpike. And they have a run of Bigfoot all over the place. On all the billboards, there were like probably 8 billboards we saw that had Bigfoot on it. They really market that thing.
Yeah, some states, they just started getting the Bigfoot. Like Maine has a Bigfoot now. I feel like
it brings people in. I know my hometown, that area, they've really started to lean heavily on the Bigfoot stuff. Bigfoot sculptures. Like you got a Bigfoot shirt, I believe, from my area, or at least there is a shirt you're wearing from.
It's smart. The merchandise sells.
If you have woods anywhere now, they say Bigfoot is in it, and come see them.
Well, that's why they do it down in the Everglades too. You can stop at this one little shop, and they got some Bigfoot memorabilia. I've never been down there. Do you want to go, Virginia?
At Robbie's in the Keys, at that place where you go to watch the fish on the dock, they have a giant Bigfoot, and I sent you a picture of Magnolia by it.
There was once someone was selling one of them. there was some shop, I think in Wellington or Lantana somewhere, and they were going out of business, and they had this huge Bigfoot statue, and I think they were selling it for $5,000.
Oh,
yeah,
that's crazy.
But it was amazing. The Cadillac of Bigfoot statues.
that thing would have been bigger than your townhouse.
It would have been a fit in there.
I mean, the whole Bigfoot phenomenon amazes me because there really isn't any credible photo, video, any story, like nothing. And people show out. Like, what makes you think you're going to be the one? Like, your odds are greater to win the lottery.
You're right. There's better footage of UFO stuff. There's better footage of ghost stuff, Loch Ness Monster. But when it comes to Bigfoot,
there's really nothing.
The worst footage ever. Yeah,
it's really, and yet it draws people.
Well, I think, too, it's the whole, it could be, is it an ape? Is it a human? Is it both? It could be a species.
Is it nothing?
Is it nothing?
Is it our wild imaginations? Because I do notice a lot of these sightings happen in moonshine country. And there could be a correlation.
And a lot of the interviews, oh, he was beautiful. Oh, my God.
Scary, huh? Yes.
Shut up about Bigfoot Bird.
That computer, man, it just does whatever it wants.
It's just, it's over. It's my fault. I'll put it on me. It's just, when you talk and you got to run buttons, sometimes you forget you got to run buttons and you think about talking. So then when you think about talking, then you forget about running, vice versa. So I'm usually either doing one or the other well.
Is that thing that
just... sometimes neither well.
Is that thing that just happened right there? Is that some kind of like timer that's on there?
Yeah, I think so. If I don't hit a button, then that happens.
Yeah, that's not you saying.
When I start getting into the conversation and listening, I forget about hitting buttons, and then things like that happen.
And then
and then if I'm worrying about buttons, then I don't hear what you guys are saying.
And you go, yeah,
right.
Jay Bird,
So you do one or the other. I probably should look into maybe just trying to maybe specialize one of these days in one or the other.
And then people get mad at Kevin. Look, Kevin David, listen to them. Listen to them. They get on social media.
And then so it's you're gonna get one or the other.
And the one time in the last 16 years, I had the attention of the room about Bigfoot.
I know. I was actually like, pay attention. Then bam,
the
universe
said,
Yeah, yes. The universe is against me.
It reminded me why I've got to ignore you guys and focus on buttons.
Dirt of the day. It's the KVJ. Dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away. Cause we need that dirt of the day.
Well, Ghislaine Maxwell, she is accused of procuring underage girls for Jeffrey Epstein. She's currently locked up in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, and she's claiming she's being treated unfairly. Coming up in a second, I'll tell you her claims. Before we get into that, it looks like Bindi Irwin is going to be a mom. Oh, how sweet.
Wow.
The 22-year-old revealed on Instagram that she and her husband are now expecting their first child, and her mama put out a statement that she couldn't be more proud, and they only wish that Steve was here to see it, and he'd be so proud, but that he's watching from above and cheering sweet Bindi on.
She's got to be what, mid-20s now?
22.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
22.
can't believe that, man.
How about
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
She's my daughter's age.
I remember when he passed away, I actually really took that hard. I really loved the Croc Hunter.
He was a lovable guy, man. Some people just shine through on the TV, and you just feel their good soul.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did take that hard. I think that's why people root them on, because they're such a lovely family, and you just can't even fathom that loss.
Well, then when you see the kids get interviewed, especially when they were younger, they were so polite and well-mannered. It really makes you likable when you're nice.
Yeah.
Very loving.
No to people.
We told you about Bryan Cranston and how he had the coronavirus. Here he is now talking about it. We have a little clip of him sharing his experience now.
My wife and I contracted it back in March. And at the time, I didn't think that there was any need to have another celebrity say, hey, I had it too. So we just, kept to ourselves. We were very fortunate. Months later, now I'm in a plasma donation program, and the people there, the phlebotomist, said, "Would you post something? Our donations have dried up. If we do that together, we can get past this."
Okay. Well, good for him then. He's putting his heart into it and to helping people. That's awesome. And finally here, Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyers say that she's being mistreated in jail. Oh, poor thing.
I saw that headline.
Mistreated.
Oh, we're so sorry. It's not perfect and wonderful for you. In a Monday night court filing, her lawyers say that she has been subjected to uniquely terrible conditions while at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. They are saying that it's because everybody hates Epstein. They're treating her bad when she had nothing to do with a lot of his crimes. She's still claiming that she was innocent in all of this.
What is she expecting?
Right.
Buffets galore. You're in prison. You better get used to those bars, kid.
I hear that place is a dump anyway, so.
It's awful, and she's in solitary.
Right.
And now she's asking to be in Gen Pop. So I don't know what the hell.
Well, that's how you get shanked.
Right? I mean, wouldn't you rather be in solitary till it's all figured out? I don't know.
If I was in prison, I think I'd want to spend alone time.
Especially if you're her, you'd be a target. I don't know. So she wants to go to general population. She doesn't want to be in solitary confinement. And they say that subjecting her to the solitary is infringing on her Sixth Amendment right to participate in her own defense, that she can't do it. Once she's in regular pop, she'll be able to have different activity. I guess people are watching her 24 hours a day. They wake her up in the middle of the night because she's on a suicide watch.
They watch her 24 hours a day until that weird hour of when she goes missing or dies is just somehow eliminated or erased.
Yeah, I would think in Gen Pop you could die easier.
But you also could possibly get away with stuff more, too.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Whatever she wants, I say we say no. Whatever it is she's trying to get, just say no. And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
You know how you hear people on the radio and you're like, I wonder what they look like when they're saying that. I wish I could see them. Well, you can. We're right there on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about today, Jay Bird?
I told you guys yesterday how this old woman, got mad at me because I wasn't wearing a mask when I was outside walking my dog.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I was nowhere near another human being.
But she came over to you.
She and her old friend walked over. They were walking one way. They made a beeline to me to tell me. Now, her friend did it. Her friend was just kind of a silent hype man. But to tell me, you should be wearing a mask even if you're outside walking your dog.
Simmer down, Maud.
Yeah, so I was deliberately trying to kind of change up my walking schedule so I don't run into this lady. Because that could happen.
And let me guess, you walked smack into her.
I walked smack into I changed up my...
Jay-Bird, that is just your luck.
I changed up my walking routine only to walk back into her again. And now I'm in this situation. I feel like a kid...
Did you have a mask on this time?
No, I didn't have a mask on.
Yeah. You are blatantly defying Maud.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to wear a mask when I'm walking my dog away from nobody. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's really dumb. I'll wear a mask when I'm around people. I'm not a mask jerk. I'm gonna do it. But I mean, dude, I'm walking by a canal away from people.
I'm trying to get away from people. In fact, it's my goal.
Yes,
is to be away from people. I want it. I seek it out.
So I'm in a situation now where Chewy, he doesn't move as fast as he used to these days. I'm like, come on, Chewy, let's go this way.
Do any of us.
He doesn't want to go that way. So now, here comes the old woman. Here comes her friend. And of course, they had a thing to say. Oh, no mask again today, huh? Just like that.
What did you say to them?
I didn't say much. I go, no, not really. And then I just kept on walking. I'm not getting into a fight with an old woman.
It's a smart move.
It's just not the right move.
Diffuse and walk away. I know it's tempting to fight with people, but now's not the time.
If it was somebody younger that was being more aggressive, I would maybe try to start filming or something, but now you really are in a situation that's going to turn aggressive, and I don't know if I want to be in that situation.
Your adrenaline will get all up. You'll be all upset. You'll for hours after all this shakes down, you'll replay it in your head and think of all the things you should have said, and you'll be all upset. Like, why do you want that for yourself when you can just walk away and say, "Peace, Maud"?
Deep down, I know it's actually not a hot button for me. I was sort of happy it happened because I could tell you guys about it. But okay, well, at least I could talk about
coincidence.
This uncomfortable moment.
She probably changed up her routine so she wouldn't see
Oh,
you.
she tried to seek you out. I'm telling you, these mods, they try to seek you out.
Where I live at, you can see me walk out of my place with Chewy. So there's definitely a way you could cut me off at the pass to have a thing happen.
She wanted it. She needed it. Look, a lot of people right now are super bored and they're just picking fights because they can't figure out what their purpose is.
But I'm really not upset. If it was something that really bothered me, I'm with Virginia. Then I'll get emotional, and then that's not good ever.
Yeah.
So
you can't let stupid get to you.
But an old woman just kind of being nosy, I kind of find it funny. And it also is just commentary on how strangers will walk up to other strangers and just tell them what to do.
And now
which
you're
is
within
weird.
6 feet. Like, I was trying to keep 6 feet away from you, but now you're within 6 feet, lady.
I think it's a weird thing when a stranger goes up to someone they don't know to tell them to go do something because they don't like it.
Yeah. It is. Everything with this pandemic is just, it's made the world weird. The world was already weird, and South Florida was even weirder. And now it is just absolutely crazy. And, you know, for me, yesterday was a tough day for me personally because this announcement came down.
I think they should play, but then again, that's my thing. I think that you ought to say to the players, if you have a...
Oh, that's Lou Holtz. I thought that was something different.
What is that?
I thought you were playing a cartoon.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know really what that was. I thought it was the announcement of the story.
Well, I think that's him reacting about it. He's all mad about it, but I don't know if I understood it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't understand what it was when I played it, obviously. Yeah, to me, college football is a microcosm of the country's frustration of what is happening with the pandemic. And if you didn't hear yesterday, the Big Ten Conference and the Pac-12, two of the Power 5 conferences in college football, said that they're not going to be playing this season. And, of course, you know, I'm a big High State Buckeye fan. They're in the Big Ten. They were very excited about their season. Their preseason ranked number 2, and all these kind of great things were happening. Why it is so frustrating is this really is the microcosm where everyone is split and the information is all over the place. The Big Ten and the Pac-12 are saying it's too risky to play. And then last night, the Big 12, ACC, and SEC, the other 3 conferences, their medical staffs all announced that, nope, it's completely fine. There's no reason why you wouldn't play football. And so it's maddening and frustrating that no one can get on the same page when it comes to medical advice. Doctors are all over the place. Announcements are all over the place. The way people are living their life is all over the place. And it is completely frustrating and maddening that you can't get accurate information that you believe and that we are not walking in lockstep. Society is all about this. It's all about divided, and everybody is going their own direction in this.
In the midst of all this, there's nothing but arguing, too, which is just amplifying everything. You're talking, doctors are fighting with doctors. No one get on the same page about things.
It's so frustrating what is going on here. And if you are plugged into college football like I am, yesterday was a maddening day for you because everything that has happened with the pandemic and the coronavirus so far was intensified by 100 times. To me, that was like about the worst news you could possibly get. And what's maddening, if every conference were like, yeah, you know what, we just can't play. It's too dangerous for the players. If they all were like that, I'd be like, it's disappointing, but I get it. But when a majority of the conferences are saying, there's nothing wrong with it, of course we're playing.
Well, it's kind of like living in limbo. So you're like half of your body's in the pool and the other half's trying to get out. You don't know what to do.
And I feel for these poor players because they've all said they want to play. Their parents have said that they want to play. And the new commissioner of their conference has said, no, you're not going to get to play. So they're going to sit at home and watch other kids who made choices to go to other schools get to play football and get scouted by the NFL. advance their careers, and they can't.
I'm not sure how much truth there is to this, but I saw people fighting about how some people are saying, "Oh, it's about politics." At the end of it, it's about politics.
Some people aren't. I don't know. I don't know how much everything's trying to be politicized because we've got a presidential election coming up.
Sure,
but it is just really maddening. If you're frustrated with the mix of information you are getting on a daily basis, this is exactly what happened. And yeah, the guy who's talking here, this is Lou Holtz, who is a legendary coach. I know where he's going. He's all about having the kids play, so I'm sure he's ranting on the decision made by the Big Ten and the Pac-12.
I don't want to brag, but I think I rode in a rental car pickup shuttle with him one time because Panda said it was him. I don't know who he is. But
okay.
Yeah, kind of sat 3 rows back from him.
Probably the worst name-dropping story she's ever had.
No, probably not. No.
Yeah, me and Lou, same rental car shuttle. So
it's pretty bad, Ken.
It is bad.
It's big. To me, it's big.
Well, here's what Lou Holtz had to say about the cancellation of football.
I think they should play, but then again, that's my thing. I think that you ought to say to the players, if you have a problem, if you have an asthma problem, if you're diabetic or something, and you have a legitimate reason you don't want to play, absolutely, don't play. The rest of you want to play, let's go play. I think that we shut everything down for 6 months. I'm going crazy about being quarantined. I think other people are tired of. Let's move on with our life. When they stormed Normandy, they knew that there were going to be casualties. There's going to be risk.
Oh, well, geez. Oh, Lou.
He's bringing up Normandy.
Oh, he is, yeah. He's struggling.
He was in that, too, and now he's in this.
Yeah.
I mean, the man's just reflecting on his experience.
The Normandy reference.
Normandy reference is adorable.
All fired up. So, yeah. So, it just that was the news that came down yesterday, and I've never thought about booking into a rage room, but I could have used one last night.
You look a little flush, a little sad today.
Yeah, it was a tough day for me yesterday, and maddening and frustrating. Virginia, what you got on your mind today?
So this morning, I'm going to get in my car, and, I'm always on a crunch. To get here in the morning, all of us kind of race here to make sure we're on time and do our work and all that stuff. So I don't have a lot of extra time to play around. As soon as I open my door and I go to put my drink in the cup holder and jump in, I see a spider on the passenger seat. And I'm like, uh-oh.
How big?
Bigger than a nickel, smaller than a quarter.
Brown recluse.
So I don't know if it was a brown recluse because it had more gray tone to it, but...
Oh, it's an aging brown recluse.
It was an age. Much like myself, this spider was aging. So he's on the passenger seat, and I'm like, okay, I can get something to kill him with. I'm like looking in my car door. I'm looking to see if there's any kind of paper or any kind of tissue or anything I can squish him with really quick. And I don't see anything. And in the time it takes me to scan the car door and the console in the center, he now jumps from the passenger seat to the driver's seat.
Like a stunt man.
He must have had like a web or something he had been working on.
It's amazing how they go, phew.
But why is he coming towards me? I'm like, okay, if I'm a spider, I get away from people. No, not this ballsy spider. He's coming towards me, and now he's on the driver's seat, and now all I have is my keys. So I'm like, okay, I just gotta try to kill this spider with my keys. So I try to start hitting him. He goes into the crack of the seat, the driver's seat.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I'm trying to stab into the crack.
You look like a mad
I
woman.
look like a maniac. I hope none of my neighbors saw me. And I don't think I got him. And it's dark. And now I can't keep playing with this spider. I've got to get in the car and start my journey to work or I'm going to be late.
We've had that too, where we saw a spider. I told you about that. My son Cannon, he didn't want to ride in the car. And my wife did the whole thing where she's like, don't worry, I caught him. She didn't. The spider's still running around. But you can't lie to a kid like that. I remember we talked about that.
Well, so
because you're right. Kids will be like, well, I'm not riding in the car with a spider in here.
The whole way to work, I was like, okay, think like a spider. What would a spider do? And what would be the most gruesome conditions for a spider where he's going to go hide and not try to bite me? I opened all the windows in my car and I turned on all the lights in my car because I'm like, okay, spiders like it dark and peaceful. So I'm going to make it light and windy. And I'm going to drive to work on 95 with all the lights on in my car and all the windows down. And I don't know, the spider didn't bite me, but damn it, I'm convinced he's in my car. I looked up on Google. Heat in a car will not kill a spider. You have to get like vinegar or some kind of rose oil and spray it directly on him to kill him.
All you did was give the spider a nice vacation. You just put the lights on for him, get the wind going. He's telling his friends, I had the best ride.
I don't think he's going to come out if it's windy. So now from here on out till I can either find his carcass or kill him myself, you will see me driving around with all my windows down in the Florida heat. And any little anything I feel on my body, I will be swatting like a maniac and probably wreck.
Well, the thing I feel like you need with snakes and spiders is a majority of them aren't intimidating, but it's just enough of them are that you are scared of all of them.
Exactly.
And you just need to know, like, I need some kind of like identification system to be going, be worried about this one, or no big deal. If that were the case, it'd be going, who cares?
You're right. There are some spiders that look even more menacing than what they really are, and they're horrifying. I just want a chart.
It's kind of like life, though. There's a few of us that are scary, and a majority of us are peaceful and fine. You don't have to worry about us, but it's those few scary ones that make you avoid the whole crop of them.
And then I read on a Google thread, okay, if you have a spider in your car, here's what you do. And just pray it wasn't pregnant.
Well, I had a brown recluse at our old house in Gardens, and those things, we thought it was pregnant. Because we saw,
my gosh.
We saw multiples of them.
If I open my car and there's a bunch of spiders in it, I will just lose it.
Yeah.
I will just lose it. I will start crying. It will be an ugly, bad situation.
Is the brown recluse, is that the most poisonous out there? Is that the one you do not want to tangle with?
I'm not a spider expert.
Okay, I'm sure someone knows.
So I'm selling a 2017 Tahoe if anybody's in the market.
No, really, because of a spider. Oh, man. Let me see some of the texts coming in. 877-979-WRMF. Talking about the college football issue. If you talk to every single parent of the kids from these conferences that have ruled out football playing, I'm sure that the parents do not want their children to play.
I don't know. Have you ever talked to these parents
I think you're going to find it's half and half. I really do. I think that half the parents want the kids to play and half don't.
At Ohio State, it was all the parents. They signed a thing together saying they want their children to be able to play and make that choice.
They want them to play.
They want them to play.
Yeah, we're talking about D1 parents. I would say majority of them want their kids to play.
Yeah. So that's why it was really frustrating. They said, look, we understand the risks and we want to go out there and do this. And somebody else was saying, there was that one player at Maryland that had heat exhaustion and died. All the rage about that. What happens if a kid dies from COVID? Well, part of that, too, is the numbers. They're saying in this age group, deaths are almost non-existent, especially with healthy people. They talked about a possible heart condition that you could get from basically the flu or any other coronavirus. But the odds, again, are absolutely minuscule. And they're saying, considering CTE, concussions, heat exhaustion, other ways that players can hurt and do die every single year, COVID is not the biggest worry. That's why it was stupid to cancel the season.
I think we know where Positive K stands when it comes to the college
there's
schedule.
No doubt. I am all about letting these kids play, and
if they want to, if their parents want them to, if they've signed all the papers that say they're not going to sue the school and they're understanding the risks, I think they should have a choice. And I like that, some schools are doing that and giving families choice.
Like I said, if they all canceled, I'd be like, okay, that's understandable. But when a majority of the Power 5 conferences say it's okay to play and their doctors say, yeah, it's fine to play, and two are chickening out and not playing, then, yeah, I think that's unfair.
You're really struggling with this.
College football is my go-to, man.
I know, I get it.
It's your life.
Honestly, if
it's
you
your favorite thing.
We're going to cancel Christmas or college football, it would be a no-brainer. Buy Christmas.
If I found out that the pizza was canceled for a year, I'd be pretty bummed out. I couldn't get pizza for a solid year.
Yes.
It's not available. I'd be in a pissy mood.
Right. I am. So, yes. Coming up here in just a couple minutes on the KVJ show, we got a quick round of which one is better. You've got a couple options, and you just tell us which one you would go with based on the two. Also, Jaybird is going to be letting us know a little ghost updates. There are some weird things happening in his place, and his ghost special is going to be airing this weekend.
Oh, y'all.
On national TV.
Wow, your ghost special is on national TV this weekend?
And there's a lot of activity going on in my place right now, and I think I know why.
Yeah, so we will get to that as well coming up in minutes. Okay, which one is better, TV shows or movies? What do you prefer, Virginia? I know you got your Netflix, and you seem to probably watch that more than you do movies.
Yeah, I would say for me, it's shows. I do a lot of Bravo. I do a lot of work, local news, national news.
Mm-hmm.
I love that CBS Sunday morning program that all the old people love. For me, it's TV.
All the other Virginias?
All the other Virginias, we are locked on CBS Sunday morning.
I get you. Yeah, I would say that I do 5-to-1 ratio TV shows to movies, so I'm going TV shows on that one.
Yeah.
Bird?
Yeah, I'm more of a TV show guy these days.
Yeah, it's changed, though.
It has changed. I used to be such a movie buff.
Yeah.
Not that I don't love movies. I want to make sure I'm going to a good movie. I want to watch something good.
It's amazing how the game really has changed. And especially now with movies now being streamed to your house pretty much as new releases, there's not a lot of separation between what it is a TV show and what's a movie.
Well, I started noticing, at least for me, Breaking Bad, when I started watching Breaking Bad, I go, this is more than a TV show. This is like mini movies every single week.
In there, like 10 to 13 hours long for part one.
I mean, Game of Thrones was a bunch of movies.
It was, yeah. All strung together. That's really what it is. Cheeseburgers or pizza?
Pizza, it's not even close.
Oh, cheeseburgers. It's not even close, but you better put extra cheese and onions on them.
Okay. Yeah, for me, it's pizza.
I could eat pizza every day, twice a day for the rest of my life. I could commit to it right now and not be bummed out with that decision and be very happy and at peace with having pizza for the rest of my life.
Based on taste alone, there's nothing I'd rather have in this world consistently than pizza.
When someone doesn't like pizza, not love, they almost kind of scoff or hate pizza, I don't think we can be friends, dog.
I got you.
I don't think we can. I don't think we can
It's
hang.
a dividing line. You just know we're not going to click.
We're not going to gel.
This ain't going to work. iOS or Android? I can only speak on iOS. It's all I've ever owned. I've never had an Android. And I know that's a battle. And this really is a question I think can only be answered by people that have had both. Has anybody here on the show had both?
I think Denny's
iOS?
has.
He's the only one. Okay, let's get Denny's in here for
He's
his
the most
expert opinion on this.
tech-savvy guy we got.
Yeah. iOS or Android, which is better?
Oh, it's hard to say. I mean, they both have their pluses and minuses.
Well, give it to us.
Is
Yeah.
an overall, adding up the sum total of all the pluses and minuses, what does the eventual equation say?
So I would lean, and I know people fight me on it, but I would lean iOS is more stable. You
Okay.
lose a lot of customization and a lot of the stuff that people do like.
Mm-hmm.
You lose third-party apps. You lose a lot, but it works better. The Android stuff, you get a lot more stuff, and you get a lot more stuff for free, but there's a
It's a little bit more
chance
chaotic.
Yes,
It's kind of like dating that hot chick.
Yes.
There's a lot of extra perks, but there's also
So much baggage,
a
Kevin.
lot that you got to
Oh.
manage. There's a lot of
Drama.
headaches.
Do you think I'm pretty?
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
There's a lot of hassle that goes along with the Android.
Give me the one with the less drama.
Less drama. It's a little bit easier.
Okay, so iOS, she's cute. She's cute. She's got a solid personality.
There's nothing wrong with cute.
Yeah.
I love cute.
Right, and I think a lot of people just choose cute over having to deal with all the drama and problems.
Yeah, I mean, what's in your pocket, Denny's?
I got the iOS.
iOS.
Yeah.
So
Okay, well,
the
that's-
man has done both, and he picked the iOS.
Boat or plane? You get a nice one of either. Which one would you rather have, a boat or a plane?
For me, I would say boat because I think I would get more use out of it.
Okay.
It's expensive to fuel a plane, too. You ever done that?
But for the sake of the game, you get both.
Cost is not a
Yeah,
consequence to you.
she is ruining the game again.
Yeah, because you have, I guess to fuel up a boat, that's not cheap either.
No.
No, but it's way less than a plane.
Yeah. So
Way
the cost
less.
is out then. We're not going to talk about the cost.
Free
It's just,
fuel either way.
it's something that doesn't, you're a billionaire and you're like, I don't even think about that stuff. It doesn't factor into my decisions.
Jeez, that's a tough one then. I don't know.
Okay. I go plane.
The show is over at 10.
I go plane. It's easy. It gets you further, faster, and it opens up your world to options.
I'm more of a bus man. I'm kind of like a Greyhound.
So you're staying within city limits?
I'll take the boat out of those two options.
Boat out of the two.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm sticking with boat.
Okay.
See, planes, once I'm in the plane, I think I actually don't have any anxiety. Mm-hmm. It's the getting into the plane with the ticket and the terminal. All of that gives me such anxiety, and I'm usually drunk at the airport.
Well, if you have your own plane, you fly private, so you don't go to PBI.
They pull you up right to the plane, and you get on it, and
okay,
you go to the private airport.
So in this fantasy, I'm not running to the gate.
No.
No.
You're not dealing with that stuff.
You can't pull your little plane up to the jetway.
I'm still going boat.
Still going boat. Denny's.
I'm going boat as well.
Okay. All right.
I don't have the luxury of a lot of time off to travel. I mean, what am I going to do? Just travel on the weekend? I don't know. Just the plane, I wouldn't get as much use out of it as I would the boat.
Okay, Debbie Downer. Anytime.
Coffee or tea? Which is better?
Ugh.
Coffee.
Ugh. Tea, but it's got to have raspberry in it. Raspberry tea. If it's sweet tea, I'm throwing it back in your face.
Don't like sweet tea, huh?
Sweet tea is so gross.
Oh, there's a bunch of Southerners who want to fight you right now.
Come on, bring it.
Bring it.
Oh, they would
What? Penny don't like sweet tea?
They would kick my ass so bad.
Get them.
Which is crazy to me. You don't like sweet tea.
I don't like sweet
It's
tea.
odd.
And I don't like
because it's super sweet.
I
It
know,
is.
and I don't like cream soda, and I think it's for the same reason why. It's so over the top sweet. I can't get that oomph behind
That's
it.
odd because out of one side of your mouth you talk about how the more sugar the better, and then out of the other side of your mouth you're saying it's too sweet.
I'm a human Rubik's Cube.
He's a mystery.
It's very confusing.
I am. That's probably why I'm single.
Denny's, coffee or tea?
I'm gonna go coffee, just because I drink it daily.
Okay.
But does it hurt your tum sometimes? Your tummy?
I'm a 2 coffee a day guy.
Okay.
And on weekends I drink tea instead of coffee. So
Okay. So you dabble in both.
yeah.
You're not a coffee guy, are you, Kev?
No, not at all. I've always, I think it started when I was a kid. I'd sit on my grandpa's lap and he had coffee breath. I was like, this is gross. Whatever this is gross.
Grandpa, you disgust me.
Oh, it was so gnarly.
This old coffee breath.
That started it off for me. And then I could never get over that. And so I was just like, it always reminded me of Grandpa's breath.
Time and the dentures and the coffee.
If you could buy one of those Yankee candles, Grandpa's breath. Like, that's what it would say.
And if your grandpa smoked on top of it, it's a home run.
I could never get past it. After that, it was just completely done. Well, Jay Bird is going to be featured on national TV coming up this Sunday about the paranormal activity that is happening in his apartment. In a video that we shared with KVJ Nation a while ago and have posted up a couple of times where you are sleeping and they've got one of those cameras that is on you that can see at night, and you can see something rips the blankets off of you. And people are like, what is it? And so now Paranormal Caught on Camera this Sunday night is going to be featuring that. You can check it out on TV. Jaybird, you said that there's also more activity that is happening at your place, and maybe it has to do with the ghosts wanting some promotion before this special on Sunday.
That's pretty funny. Who knows? Maybe yeah. They have a good PR team. No, I think what's going on, and I'm trying to get a hold of Vicky so she can maybe give her opinion on this. Psychic medium Vicky on Weird and Whatever.
Okay.
So I have been moving my stuff. I'm boxing all of my stuff to get ready to move out of my townhouse. Now, I have not found a house yet. I'm just trying to get it all ready so it's very turnkey. It's very
smart.
easy.
That's smart while you have time and you're house hunting and you just aren't going anywhere because of a pandemic.
So my place is kind of in disarray right now in boxes, and half my shelves are down. I'm tearing down my studio. So there's activity going on in my place. There's been a disturbance in what's been going on there. Mm-hmm. On top of that, I've told you guys I've moved downstairs to be with Chewy. I don't go in my bedroom too much. Mm-hmm. I'm down there because he's got some issues. I want to be there if anything happens.
Yeah.
I can be there, right away. So I'm laying in my little bed area in the living room, and in my studio area, where I've got all my toy airplanes hanging from the ceiling. I've got 17 planes up there. I counted them to make it look really cool.
It's your favorite number, too.
It is my favorite number. Accident?
Wow.
Coincidence? That is, yeah. So out of all of the planes, only one of the planes is rocking back and forth. The air condition is shut off, so it's not the air condition.
Yeah.
All of the other planes are stationary. I thought that was really weird. It's my land speeder, my Star Wars land speeder. So it's rocking back and forth all of a sudden out of the blue. And I'm watching this, and then it flings off of the ceiling, and then it falls off onto the ground. No other ship did that. It was mounted in there. Yeah. Something ripped that out of my ceiling.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it really is crazy. And the other thing, too, that's been going on, I keep my bedroom door closed. And what I hear sometimes at night now, the last few nights, something trying to open up the door like it's trying to get out.
That's terrible. I don't know how you live with that. Like, and you invite this. Like, you love all this stuff. Like, I would be losing my marbles. That's why if ghosts are around me, I'm going to ignore them.
And I am trying to get more stuff caught on video. So if people are asking, are you trying to get stuff on video? I am. I just have not had anything be caught on video
yet. It's just you
almost
like need cameras running all the time.
That's just it. I don't have the right the equipment right now.
Vicky's on here with us right now that is on your Weird and Whatever podcast.
I had a question for you, Vicky. The fact that I'm moving and doing, putting stuff in boxes and really kind of having a disturbance in the area, could that make those ghosts get all crazy on me?
Oh, absolutely. They're probably concerned that you are going, and they're trying to figure out how they can go with you.
Can they go with them?
Depends on what it is. If it is something that's attached specifically to that area, it's not likely. If it's something that's attached to him, they're packing their bags too.
Does U-Haul have ghost boxes?
Boo-Haul.
Boo-Haul, yeah. Okay, just check it. Wow, so they could be acting up because they sense a move and a change.
Well, we've also, I think Vicky has gone on record to say everywhere I've gone, something's been attached to me.
Yeah.
So more
you
than
bring them with you.
I do bring them with me, usually.
Yeah, okay. Fascinating stuff. So it's going to be Travel Channel, Sunday night, Paranormal Activity. Is that the name of the show? I lost what it was.
Vicky, are you still there?
Paranormal caught on camera. It'll be at 9 p.m. on the Travel Channel.
Okay, there you go.
We're famous, Vicky. We are famous now.
Mm-hmm. This is big.
This is big. It's a big deal.
Do they mention your podcast at all?
I can't remember. We did an interview, and it was about, funny enough, we had possibly ghost disturbance during our interview. We had to stop it a few times. Yeah. But they asked us a ton of questions, and I don't know what's going to be
in
used.
every question answer. You should have said, "Well, on our podcast, The Weird and Whatever, available on your podcast app on your iPhone."
Yeah, so I do a couple on the KVJ show and The Weird and Whatever. Yeah, then you're just plug the machine.
Plug.
Make sure to edit that out.
It's national exposure, bro.
They'll probably edit it all.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Vicky, and you can check out the Weird and Whatever podcast. We got all those up on our website, easy to find. You can just check it out. It is convenient right there. Also, the 97.9 WRMF app has got all of our podcasts there as well.
A programming note, we have taken a small break from Weird and Whatever because of the move situation. The studio's down and out, and Denny's had to get settled. So we're coming back in September.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Very cool. All right. And again, check it out this Sunday night on the Travel Channel at 9 o'clock. Oh, yeah. Quick birthday shout out here today. I want to say what up. Wishing Jason King Pickle a very happy belated birthday. Hope you had an awesome weekend. Love the Pickle Squad. So Jamie sent that in. All right, time for the song association game. I come up with a word. You've got to, in 3 seconds, start singing a popular song with that word in it. Okay.
I love this game.
It always gives me anxiety right before my turn.
It does give me anxiety, but it's the kind of anxiety we need.
Yeah.
We all need a little anxiety in our life, right?
It keeps you alive.
Yeah, it does. It's that adrenaline going, the blood pumping. All right, we'll start off here with Jaybird this week.
Oh, Kevin.
I like it. He hates going first.
I do.
I'm trying to mix it up, keep it fair.
Even in PE, in school, I hated it.
Everyone's looking.
I know, and you set the tone.
Okay, Jaybird, song association game. You got to come up with a song here and start singing it within about 3 seconds. It's got to be a popular song, stressing that, or you'll be eliminated. Damn it. Okay, your word is don't.
Don't you forget about me.
Don't.
Okay, very nice. That will count. Way to go there, Bird.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
That was quick.
That was.
Very.
Barely a second.
Denny's, go with you next. Your word is good.
Good vibration.
Nice.
Okay.
Such a sweet sensation.
There you go. Oh, man, right at the buzzer.
Nice.
Denny stays alive.
Me and Denny's hands are so clammy because we have so much anxiety about this game. We want it bad.
Why do you keep holding hands then if they're so wet and clammy?
Because he's like my brother, dog. We used to share underwear together. We don't get grossed out. It's friendship.
Denny, you share underwear?
Back when we lived together.
There was a time, because we had the same underwear, so I mean, it was just easy to throw it all into one
Now,
pot.
let's go ahead and get something straight.
Two men, one thong.
It would be washed. The underwear would be. We'd never wear dirty underwear. But if like I washed underwear and he happened to wear them,
would you guys ever wear the same pair at the same time?
Never. But I would like to recreate that.
If you do, can you please make a video for social?
I would love to. I think it's a great idea.
All right, Virginia. Okay. Your word here in the song association game is hate.
I think my brain broke.
Oh my God. That's all you had.
That was the sound of defeat.
Oh,
The
man.
air going out of her chances.
I hate you for
Hate me today.
Yeah,
hate me tomorrow.
I wasn't going to get that.
Blue October. You love that band.
No, I don't, actually.
See, she hates them. It's a good word for her.
Oh, I have a Blue October story. Every time you bring them up, I'm like, ugh.
All right, let's calm Mama down. Get some water, Mama.
Okay, Virginia's eliminated from round one. It's between Jaybird and Denny's.
Miho versus Miho. This happens a lot.
It does.
All right, Jaybird, your next word is kings.
Kings on fire, yeah.
That's tough, Kings.
We three kings of Orient are
damn.
bearing gifts.
Kevin got you with a Christmas
Oh,
carol.
Christmas song.
You know I don't know the Christmas songs. I'm terrible at Christmas music.
Oh, you are? I didn't realize that.
I didn't even think about going into Christmas
Yeah.
carols.
Kings?
Popular.
Is that the only King song?
It's all I got right now.
Damn.
But it got me on to the next round.
That's a real tough one.
Okay, Denny's, you win if you get this correct here in the song association game. Your word is shame.
Shame.
That's
not-
chain. Chain of fools.
Shame. I can't think of any.
Shame.
That's what I feel right now.
I couldn't think of any either.
Shame. I'm trying to think.
Some of these are tough.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Kings, there's only one. It's a Christmas song. I mean, geez.
It's a hard game.
It is.
Mhm. Yeah, songs with shame in the title, House of Shame, Bee Gees. I don't know that one.
But then it's got to be known.
Yeah, I would say.
Kevin's setting us up,
It
dog.
gets trickier.
You
There is
need
a
to
song by Elle King that she has called Shame.
You need to go in the lab and make shame.
It's not a bad song, yeah. Yeah, what is a really popular song with shame in the title?
I think there's a Avett Brothers one.
Oh,
but,
shame.
Again, popular.
Oh, ain't that a shame?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is probably your best one. Because, yeah, that's the only one I really know with shame in it. All right, well, that resets the next round. So Jaybird and Denny's will battle it out. One more round here, song association game. All right, Jaybird, your word is stupid.
I'm so stupid. Stupid. Girl, girl.
That's tough.
What is that song?
that one is Stupid Girl.
Yeah, Stupid Girl by Garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you can give me credit for anything on that. I was
hard.
trying to sing a Toad the Wet Sprocket song, but halfway through I go, no one knows that, so that's not going to count.
There is a Toad song, Stupid.
So I panicked, and then I did Stupid Girl at the end.
All right, Denny's, again, you win if you get this one correct. Your word is teeth.
Crooked Teeth by Death Cab. I don't know if that's popular, though.
Gotta sing it, dog.
It looked like crooked teeth in this guy. That's the only one I know with
I
teeth.
could have given that to you, but you got to sing it, not explain it. So we'll reset that one. Yeah, you're right. Death Cab for Cutie. I thought he was going to get that because I know you know that song.
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking it right now. I'm sick of this crap. I'm gonna beat Miho, Peace Train, Denny's.
Let's end it.
All right, here we go.
I got this.
All right, Jaybird, your word is touch.
She seems to have an invisible touch. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Denny's, your word is sad.
Sad eyes. Right?
Yeah, it was a sad eyes.
The only one I can
Turn the other way.
I don't think it's
Your
popular
rendition
enough.
was sad.
Yes. I'm trying to. I think it's the only one I can think of.
Okay.
I don't think it counts. Is that popular enough?
Is it my? I mean, it was big in the
Virginia,
70s.
do you know Sad Eyes?
I don't, but I believe Jay Bird because he knows a lot
It's
about
not popular,
songs.
All
They're
right, we're gonna
sad.
give it to Bird. All
All
right.
I don't feel good about
It was
it.
better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay, the game's over.
Can I
Yeah.
throw one or two at you? I wrote down a couple words. I just want to see how the Kevin Ralston does.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay, Kevin, your word is face.
Eyes without a face.
Okay, Kevin, your word is rain.
Rain on me. Rain on me. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cry.
I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
You got two?
I was tired of playing.
That's good because Ali had 9 more.
I'm like, I don't think he's going to end this.
I had so many written down.
I'm going to have to throw this thing here. All right, time for another World Record Wednesday going on here today. You can watch on KVJ TV. If you go to YouTube and just look for the KVJ show, it'll pop up for you. Apparently, the record Denny's let me know is actually 60 sticky notes on the face in 1 minute. Somebody's broken it since we pulled this record previously, so
What?
Jaybird's got to up his game. Yeah, 60 is now the number.
That's not good.
Have you practiced?
Yeah, I have.
You did?
Yeah.
What kind of practice you do?
Yeah, meditation style.
Just kind of thought about it.
Visualization.
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 Oh, okay.
It's a hard word.
Visualization.
Yeah, it is a tough one. Okay, so you said you got the strategy down, what the person who had the record of 58 did, and that was peeling the notes already off. You've laid them across the table, and you're going to just start sticking them.
Yes. Now, I did not put the sticky side. The sticky side's not touching the table. It's kind of laying flat, so the stickiness is still there. Mm-hmm. She was quick. She did them, 2 at a time, and she kind of did the Abe Lincoln style. She went from the chin up.
Dangling them off the chin first?
Yeah. I did study the video. I really did.
Okay. Yeah, that's work. You put in the time.
We'll see what happens.
And I'm wondering, too, where do you try to put all the adhesive onto one spot of the face, or are you stacking the notes immediately on top of themselves?
Kind of, I think what she did, she was just kind of stacking them by her jaw and then on top of another one, kind of on top of each other.
Okay.
So that's probably what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And my strategy is going to go completely out the window as soon as the clock starts.
That's the way it always goes, man.
Always.
So is life.
Prepare.
Then it's just a race.
Prepare,
a crazy,
abort.
messy race.
Who was it? Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson said, man's always got a plan until he gets hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, punched in the face.
Yeah.
And this bit punches me in the face.
Yes. Okay, so if 60 is the record, that is a sticky note a second. What is respectable here, do you think, Virginia?
I think usually we go for half. 30 is KVJ respectable.
And I'm okay being KVJ respectable. I was okay being a C student. In my house, that was big.
Okay, 30 is the mark. Virginia, do you have the over or the under of 30?
I'm going to say over.
Okay. I'm going to go over as well. Suits, what do you got? Okay, Suits is actually going over.
Reek.
Yeah.
We believe in you today. I don't know what happened, but maybe we've been drinking this stupid Kool-Aid.
I don't know why you're believing in me. It's actually giving me anxiety that there's so much positivity going around.
And Denny's is going under. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What a twist.
Of course he's going over. Of course he's going over.
Coach, do you think I should stand or sit?
I think that you should sit because you're closer to the notes that way, and you can almost lean over the table and really, there is something in how far your hands have to move to get the notes to put them to your face. It would be faster to sit, lean over the table, and pop, 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 pop. Just pop them on your face.
So there's more than 60 on the table right now. I need someone to count. I need a constant reminder of what the number is.
How many do you have on the table?
63.
Okay.
Okay. You got this, Virginia?
I'm going to try.
I don't feel good with her counting.
I don't feel good with me counting
no
either.
offense to the witch.
I'm no mathlete. I'll
All
try.
right.
But we can also, I mean, if you know there's 63 on the table, we can figure out how many are on your face by how many are left on the table.
Yeah.
After the minute.
We'll figure this out. Denny's is in here, too, to help us with the
Let's
count.
count, because it's like 62 or 63. That's what I'm saying. Just count.
Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. World record Wednesday. Jaybird is going for the most sticky notes on the face in 1 minute. The record is 60. We all think he's at least going to do 30.
Is your hat going to mess you up? It's covering part of your skin.
I don't know. My hair is terrible right now. I mean, it's awful.
No, it's not.
Looks amazing. I love
Kevin
it.
would give a pinky finger for that
would.
hair.
I would. I'd take it right now.
All right, let's do it.
It looks good. All right, here you go. 60 seconds on the clock. On your mark. Get set. And go.
Okay, there's two.
Now
One fell off. Okay, so now we have
That's
three.
the tough part. Yeah, somebody was saying
Four.
that, one of the things that you got to do, too, is maybe wash your face before because of the stickiness.
Oh, my
There's
God.
two.
Okay,
There's
shaved.
There's one.
Yeah, they
Oh,
just
this
keep,
is not
he
going
keeps putting
well.
them on his face and they keep falling off.
Two.
He's got
I hate this
Three.
bit.
He's
There's
got
one.
one. He's got
There's-
zero.
There's
he has
two.
He has two.
Oh, my God.
There's
Two. Okay, there's
Three,
four.
Okay.
There's
all right.
three.
Kevin, stop.
There's two.
Don't give up, bro. Just don't
Two.
give up.
There's
kids
two.
watching.
There's
You got
three.
this.
There's three.
There's kids watching. Don't give up.
There's four. No, there's three.
Never quit, kids. Never quit. No matter how bad it gets, never quit. Never give
Four.
up, damn
There's
it.
not.
Even if your friends are
three.
laughing at you, don't you give up on me.
Three. There's
Got
four.
5 seconds left here, and your time is up. You gotta stand still, and the final tally
Six.
is
Don't you ever give up, children. People are going to laugh at you in this lifetime, but don't you give up, damn it.
You got 10% of them, though.
Thank you, Denny's.
That's a great spin. You got 10% of them.
You only miss the shots you don't take, kids.
Were those not so sticky notes?
I mean, Denny's is the one that got them.
What are they from 87?
I mean, Denny's
All
zero,
the sticky is gone.
zero stick.
There's no sticky on these sticky notes.
Zero stick, but my whole new thing is
They're just notes.
my whole new thing is to be positive even when things are so bad.
Turns out they were wet and damaged and then dried without the sticky.
I mean, these were the unstickiest thick notes I've ever been a part of. Denny's, what happened?
There's
I don't
always some
know.
wrinkle.
Denny's, you're my hype guy. What happened?
They're sanctioned. And they're from recycled paper. Maybe that plays a part.
Oh, definitely. We all know recycled paper, less sticky.
Okay, we're gonna try it again. This time with super glue.
I don't even. Are you sure you want to keep doing this?
I
Because
love
I
the
stopped reading the
challenge.
comments. I read one comment on Facebook
No.
last week, and the first comment was, "I only watched this bit just to see the crash."
People just can't believe.
I mean,
I'm always fascinated to just see what's gonna happen because it's always something you don't expect. Like I did not expect the sticky notes to not have any sticky on them.
Of course they're not sticky.
I was in a peaceful state too, Kevin. I was very prepared to do well.
We were all pulling
I've
for
ever seen in my
you.
life.
I just don't, and I felt the failure with each little sticky note that I grabbed.
Okay.
The failure got thicker.
So if you attempt this world record, don't do it with dollar store sticky notes.
I don't want to roll over on
That are
Denny's.
expired and old.
I don't want to roll over on just like me, by the way. I'm expired and old.
There you go. Got a bunch of emails here for Am I the Jerk? People have really taken this on. And I think that we all have moments where, especially now, frustration gets to you. You react a certain way. And you then ask yourself later, was I justified for doing that or not? Was I the jerk? So if you ever question that, you can send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. This one says, am I the jerk for lying to my girlfriend? It says here in the email, it says, I got a group of 3 really close guy friends. We went to high school and college together, and even after school have always tried to get together once a week for beers. Well, one of our friends lives with a girl who told him that once you're over 30, it's not acceptable to go out and get drunk with your guy friends once a week. Who does that?
Oh, she sounds fun.
So he came up with this plan to tell his girlfriend that he had joined a community volunteer group.
Charity work.
He even had volunteer shirts made up for all of us, but said that we each had to not tell our girlfriends the truth either because he doesn't want it getting back to his girlfriend because our girlfriends talk occasionally. Well, this dumb plan actually worked for 7 months, but our luck finally ran out when one of the other guy's girlfriends walked in on us at a brewery. She thought it was hysterical and then told my girlfriend jokingly, like, can you believe these knuckleheads were doing this? She didn't take it the same way.
Oh, no.
My girlfriend doesn't care that I go out drinking, but she does care that I would lie to her for 7 months and keep this up.
Okay, so this is one of those situations where everyone involved is annoying.
I know the plan was dumb, but am I the jerk that my girlfriend is making me out to be?
I think everybody involved is annoying and kind of jerky here. She's annoying because she's putting this absolute rule. You can't get drunk with your friends, blah, 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 30. She's no fun. He's a jerk for lying. He should have just cut it off at the pass right there and said, look, I'm 30 years old and I like to have beers with my friends.
Well, that's his friend that did that. This is a friend who's not having to stand up to his girl. He just wasn't honest with her. He went along with his buddy in the charade that this was their community group. And so he lied.
Everyone's so annoying in this scenario.
They really are, Kevin.
I think I'm blinded by how annoying they are, and I kind of want to crack open a beer, which I might, because I ain't married. Look at that.
Okay, do you think he's a jerk in this?
I don't think he's a jerk. I think he made a mistake by lying, but it's not even that big of an offense because really he's only reacting to her ridiculous law that she's put into place. So you're forcing these guys to now lie and become sneaky because you have stupid rules. It's so annoying.
Everything's annoying about it.
Well, I think the lesson that you can learn from this is that when your buddy comes up with a dumb plan that forces you into a situation where you have to do something that you shouldn't do, yeah, you shouldn't have lied to your girlfriend for 7 months, especially about like, oh, I'm out doing charity work.
Tell her what's going on.
Yeah.
Keep her in the know and laugh about it together.
Right, and tell her, be like, okay, I'm not supposed to tell you, but this is so dumb. He's doing this because his girl won't let him go out drinking with us once a week. So just so you know, but don't say anything.
Right.
So
this could so easily be avoided.
He didn't handle it, but it's again the same thing. If you're just honest, if you would tell the truth,
This
then
is
it
what I
wouldn't be
tell.
a problem.
I tell this to Magnolia all the time. I'm like, honesty is the best policy because if you start lying, then you have to remember your lies and cover for your lies, and it's a whole web that. I'm not smart enough to remember how I wove some web of lies and then remember who I lied to and who I didn't and keeping this story straight from that story. It's always going to bite you in the butt if you live a dishonest life.
So for this guy, I would just say own it. Apologize to your girl and be like, you're right, that was dumb. I shouldn't have gone through it. I should have told my buddy. No, I'm not going to lie to my girlfriend. You're the one with the problem, not me.
You
so
fix
you
your house.
Yeah, right.
But then also fall on the sword with your girlfriend and say, this has taught me a lesson. I'm not going to do this ever again. If my buddy's got drama, that's his drama. I'm going to be honest with you and our relationship because I don't want this for us.
Yep, life lesson. What about this? Am I the jerk for soliciting for birthday cash? This email says, I always turn it out for my birthday and usually have a big bash at my place. People bring food and some booze as presents, which I then give back to everybody at the party. Well, this year, my wife and I decided to only have a family dinner for my birthday because of COVID. Well, several people were asking if I was having the annual birthday bash this year. They don't care, apparently, about COVID. So I had to go on Facebook and I posted that, sorry, unfortunately, because of the pandemic, I'm not going to be having the usual throwdown. I did almost, though half kidding, say that you could Venmo me a few bucks for my birthday dinner and buzz. Well, a few days later, there's almost $500 that's come in. My wife told me that my post was tacky and that I am a jerk if I don't return the money. Is she right?
I do think it's tacky. I don't think you're a jerk. I just think it's not the time to be soliciting for birthday cash.
Maybe I didn't sleep well enough last night, but everybody in these scenarios are annoying the hell out of me. Every one of them.
Yeah, it could be annoying. It's welcome to life.
It's silly to solicit for cash in this scenario.
It's tacky. If you're an adult soliciting for birthday money, you're not 9, you look tacky.
Okay, so it is tacky. If he doesn't return the money, is he the jerk?
No, because you didn't force people to give you money. You're a jerk if you say, give me your money.
Take the money and make a nice charitable donation to your favorite charity and then post that that's where you spent your birthday money that everybody gave you. And I think you can get away with this.
But it's annoying when adults are asking for money and it's not life or death situation. It's annoying.
So you're tacky, not jerky.
Yeah.
Okay. And it sounds like he doesn't need the money either, which makes it more layered and just bizarre why he would even ask for it.
But again, you didn't force anyone to send you money.
Good point. Okay, and one more here. Am I the jerk for kicking a kid out of my magic show?
No. Kids can be annoying, and if they're annoying you while you're trying to do magic, you should kick them out.
If the kid was annoying, I do not think you should feel bad at all.
Okay, this email says, I was doing a magic show at my nephew's birthday party last weekend. My nephew was turning 8, and most of the kids were that age or younger. One of the siblings was older, around 12, and was trying to impress the other kids by calling out my magic tricks.
Okay, this kid's a jerk.
Okay, so after he ruined my first trick, I politely asked him to stop. After he did it again, I told him that he needed to leave the room. He said he wasn't going to leave.
Oh,
I said, you are ruining this for the other kids, and he responded that I was already doing that all by myself.
Oh, this kid's so sassy.
I then asked him if he was always this big of a brat. He then storms off, and I resume my show until his mother comes barging back in and says, did you call my kid a brat?
Yeah, because he is, lady.
I said he was ruining the show, and he refused to leave. And she responded, well, I didn't ask you that. Did you call my kid a brat? I said, yes. And I have a word for you, too, but I won't use it in front of these kids. Well, she brought out the a-hole word and then just stood there. So I did what I thought was best and walked out of the party before I said something I would regret. My sister called me all upset, wondering what came over me to call a kid a brat and then storm out without saying goodbye. Somehow, I am now the biggest jerk here because I can't handle a rude 12-year-old without calling names. Am I the jerk?
Bottom line, my man, you are married to your magic. That is what is going on here. And that kid exposed you and you reacted to it.
You're not a jerk. If that kid was ruining your magic show for the other younger children, he should have been called out. And the mother is an idiot.
You're on stage, you're performing. You don't see a 12-year-old. You just see somebody coming at you. That's all you saw red.
Is he a jerk for using the word brat?
He shouldn't have done it. You just can't. if he could have not called the kid a brat, he would have not been at all a jerk here. They're going to get him for that because you can't call a kid a brat. Now, the kid is a brat, and the kid clearly is a brat because
his mother is a brat.
His mom is the reason why little Johnny is a brat, because you used to see this crap all the time at the baseball camp. These parents, they don't discipline their kid. I know I sound like I'm an old man. Maybe because I am. But yeah, the kid is a brat. The mom's the problem.
Yeah, and never call out a magician.
Never call out a magician.
I mean, he's over there working.
He was. Can you imagine? I would have loved to actually seen the video of this, though. He's like, he's got the nickel behind his ear.
He's on stage grinding, singing for his supper.
For 8-year-olds.
Yeah, I know.
Well, this kid is such a brat, and the mother is a worse brat.
They're bigger jerks, but yeah,
you should have called the kid a brat, but I understand why you did it.
Yep.
Amen.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Time for a round of audio charades. How good are you at making noises with your mouth? Best team for the sound effects here is going to win today. 20 seconds you have got on the clock. And what you got to do is you got 5 that you can go through here. Now, we pair up in teams. Jaybird and Denny's, you guys had kind of a hot hand here lately.
We have the young blood, as the people call us. We lost last week to the old people, you guys, as the people call you.
Is that it? Okay.
Yes.
Young versus old, team young.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So what we do here, Virginia and I will pair up. We've got 20 seconds on the clock. Best score we could get is 5. Want to switch things up, Virginia, or keep the status quo?
I don't know. I think we did good last week.
We won, Jaybird says.
Let's keep it that way.
I don't know, Denny's. The witch looks shook.
Okay.
That's just my face. I think it's a dynasty, Kev. We've won more than we've lost with you doing the sound effects.
Okay. I'll do the sound effects. You try to guess what the sound effect is for. Okay. Denny's, if you go over there and hold those up. I don't know where I hit this. Over here?
So I have a 20-second on my phone. I have Suits pulling up the 20-second clock for us.
Oh, okay.
So you just plug and play, baby. You just be a contestant.
New computer, new problems.
Okay. All right. So, all right.
Kevin sounds
Kevin's already annoyed.
Well, it's just
that he can't control the 20 seconds.
All right.
I don't even care about control. I'm just like, okay, as long as we got this.
I got it right here.
Okay.
I'm going to hit start.
Hamburger hands. That's your guy working the time clock.
Yeah, hamburger hands.
All right. Here we go. 20 seconds. I'll give you the sound effects, Virginia. Let's see how we do here in audio charades.
Lawnmower. Chainsaw. Birds. Crickets.
Pass.
Throwing up.
Time.
Burp.
Burp.
Got 2.
Okay.
2. Pretty good. Is it enough to win the tournament?
What was the one you passed on?
Accordion.
I mean, that's tough.
That's real tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, 2 is respectable.
Okay. Will be enough to win it all. All right, let's see. We got Jaybird and Denny's. Going to be trying to match that mark here in audio charades. Who's giving the sound effects and who's going to be guessing?
I believe Sweet Denny's is going to be giving the sound effects first round, and then I'll go second round, and then, so be it.
All right. If there's a tie, we'll do a round 2. Got to get at least 2 for the tie. 3 or more, you guys win.
We don't believe in ties.
Okay. All right. Who's keeping the time here?
I got the time.
Okay.
And I think I got Jaybird's phone. I'm going to look through all his pictures.
Okay. No, you don't, because my phone's right here. And I changed the code, so in your face.
Oh, this is Denny's phone?
Yeah.
Oh, the pictures are going to be way less interesting.
All you're going to have is pictures of weed.
Pictures of his cat.
Cat and weed, that's it.
Married pictures.
Okay, here we go. 20 seconds here when you guys begin with the sound effects.
Motor, car, race car, motorcycle.
Pass that one.
Horse, pig, hog, the goat, phone, telephones, chimes, butterflies,
Time.
Ah, jeez.
What the hell?
Got a zip.
Lawnmower, then dinosaur, and then harp.
Wait, let me hear that dinosaur again.
It's a great dinosaur. I mean, anybody would have got that.
It's a great dinosaur / horse.
So what was the last one?
That was a harp.
It's over, right? We lost.
You lost.
Man. God.
It's
Very
terrible.
easy.
It's that easy. It's that simple. It's that over.
What an unsatisfying feeling. I feel like I had one bite of a sandwich and someone took it from me.
We feel great. I mean, like taking candy from a baby.
That's what I like, baby.
Well, I'm glad the old people feel better.
We do.
Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, I know that every day is a struggle for a lot of people out there. Yesterday was a tough day for me. I had some tough news. My college football season got canceled. I was not happy about that.
You did really take that hard. You are taking it hard.
Well, you guys all know that is the number one joy in my life.
You had quite a bit of bad news yesterday.
There was a lot to deal with. Yesterday was a tough day.
I would second that. I had a really tough day as well.
Yeah.
I would third that until I started drinking.
There you go. See? Everybody's got a solution.
Started drinking.
Turned it around.
There are a lot of people that are having to go through a lot of really tough stuff. And if you ever just want to see somebody else who's got some tough situations, just go to the FML website. It is F My Life. Some of these are actually pretty humorous, but, you know, we all have things that go on that are a challenge.
There's always that one you throw in that's like, oh, man, that's really depressing.
Yeah, some of them are really depressing.
Rough.
Some of them are kind of fun. Here are some of the posts that I just saw on the website. Somebody said, today I saw my male boss holding somebody's purse. And just to be a smart ass, I go up and make fun of him as if the purse was his. It was. FML. Oh. Apparently has a man purse.
But also, too, the guy should laugh about getting made fun of having a man purse. But everyone should be laughing on that.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, we need more laughter in this world.
I agree. I don't take things so seriously. Today, my husband compared me to his parents' dog. Apparently, when I sleep, I fart a lot and scare myself awake. Unfortunately, he totaled a room full of strangers.
Oh.
How would you react if Panda did that, Virginia?
Oh,
my wife, boy, she's a sleep farter too.
Because you are a sleep farter, and he could call you out for that.
Yeah, but he is too. So let's go toe for toe.
Okay, all right.
It depends on the audience that she gets. If it's a bunch of, fancy people and she's, over at the Breakers and that story gets dropped, I think you're annoyed.
You're right. And it also depends, too, what we had for dinner. On any given night, one of us could be a way worse offender.
Another person posted up, today I was entered into an online contest where they announce your name on the radio, and if you call in within an hour, they pay your bills for you. I'm unemployed, so I got really excited when they announced my name. Well, then my call wouldn't go through because I hadn't paid my phone bill. FML.
That sucks.
Oh, isn't that the irony? Somebody else said, today I learned that if you've slept with your soon-to-be stepbrother, you should tell your family, because if you don't, he may blurt it out while drunk at a family barbecue. FML.
Boy, that's rough.
Mm-hmm. And tough stuff if you're going to be riding a bus. Somebody posted up and said, today I was sitting on a full bus when a man seated himself next to me. After a few moments, he looked at me and said, I can smell your lady parts. You must be ovulating.
Oh.
I don't know if he was hitting on me or what, but I couldn't race out of that bus fast enough.
Look, I'm no lady, but I'm not sure if that's the kind of pickup line you want to go for.
Wow.
Yes.
That's rough.
Yeah. So there you go. Other people going through it as well.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, Renata Gloria Ray is somebody you may not want to taunt in public if you see her. She's a 61-year-old Green Acres woman who was leaving the Publix at the Lantana Plaza Shopping Center. She was trying to walk through a younger man and woman near the exit, and she's like, get out of my way. They said, no, we don't have to move. So an argument ensues, and they start getting into each other's faces, which is a bad idea in this era of COVID.
Such a bad idea.
Some bystanders were able to separate them, and that is when Ray allegedly pulled a gun out and threatened the younger woman. Well, another woman who was walking by began to take pictures of Ray with her cell phone because she smells viral video. Well, Ray allegedly then shot that woman in the foot. The shooting victim was taken to a hospital, but she did capture a short video of the shooting. So I have to ask you the question, would you get shot in the foot for a viral video with 10 million views?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Okay.
Maybe back in 04, dog. I think I've lost my edge.
Not today, huh?
I kind of love my foot.
I'm too old to shoot. I can't.
Well, I'm just thinking about what am I gonna get? We have a video that's got 5 million views.
And you don't get nothing from that.
I got nothing from that. What have I got? I got nothing. I got death threats from that.
She was arraigned on attempted homicide and aggravated assault charges, and her bail was set at $350,000. So there you go. You got to watch them froggy ladies in Green Acres. There is a Pompano Beach man that got caught driving 132 miles per hour on I-95 at Sample Road.
Dude.
The 21-year-old was in his Hyundai Accent, zipping in and out, weaving through lanes. You ever see that guy on 95?
A Hyundai goes that fast?
If you trick them out, apparently they do. I've seen a lot of those. I
hate those.
That's a good sound effect.
Yeah.
I hate those.
That's audio charades for a Hyundai Accent.
As soon as you do that, I can picture the car. I can see the driver. I'm very annoyed.
It's a cheap car, but it's got like an expensive fin.
Yes.
You're like, wait, the side panel doesn't match any other color on the car, but yet you have a fin.
The rims are more than the car.
Yeah.
Well, cops pulled the guy over. He got out of his car and began walking toward the home when the cops took him to the ground at gunpoint, put him in hand restraints. Then they found something interesting in his car. His 6-month-old son.
Oh, my gosh.
So they tagged child neglect on with that massive speeding charge.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
40-year-old Willie Graham was busted in Fort Pierce with drugs in his pockets earlier this week.
That just sounds like a drug name. Willie Graham.
Yeah. But luckily, Willie had a really good excuse. Of course, the drugs weren't him. And ironically, neither were the pants. Apparently, Willie was walking down the street when a stranger walked by and said, "Hey, man, would you like my pants?" And Willie said, "Yes, I would." And he put them on, not knowing that there was drugs in the pocket of the pants. Now, Willie must have been pantsless when he passed this stranger with drugs in his pockets.
I hate when that happens, Willie.
Yeah.
Isn't this the excuse that Lindsay Lohan used? Those aren't my pants.
This is the excuse everybody with cocaine uses. Those are not my pants. This is not my car.
But they're on you. The pants are on you.
That's not my cocaine.
Sadly, honest Willie Graham was not believed by the cops in Fort Pierce.
Honest Willie Graham.
So he was arrested on drug charges. I mean, it sounds like a very pliable story, right?
Yeah.
Do the cops humor him for a second? Oh, really? Someone gave you pants, Willie?
I would egg him on.
I would
Tell me
too.
more. Can you give me a description of this guy? Where exactly this happened? Were you not wearing pants, and is that why he offered you his that had the drugs in the pocket? I would get the full story. Make for an entertaining report. There's a woman in Tennessee that received a driver's license with the picture of an empty chair on it instead of her actual picture.
So I saw this and I edited up the audio and I put it in here, and then I thought, why is this a national story?
Because everybody has got, a photo of themselves, but it really is literally the photo of an empty chair where she should be sitting to get her photo for a license.
I mean, it's clearly just a mistake. They uploaded the wrong photo.
And people are going, DMV is so stupid.
Yeah.
That's what they love.
The lady at the DMV did not really believe me when I was like, hey, I need my license fixed because it just has a chair on it. And then she looked it up in the system and she was like, oh, I need to go get my manager for this. I wasn't mad. It was fun. It was a funny situation. It kind of lightened the mood up a little bit. My boss thinks it's funnier than anyone. I was at work Friday, and he pointed to a chair outside of his office door, and he was like, I thought this was you. I waved at it this morning.
Okay, see, there's a little bit of country comedy right there.
Again, though, I don't understand why this is being reported. I saw this story on 4 different publications. I don't get. We're bored.
Yeah,
we are very bored.
We need some humor.
That's a non-story.
There's a lot of non-funny things happening, so that to us now is funny. There's a lot of mass stories today. One about a Texas woman that says she was removed from a Southwest Airlines flight after her 3-year-old son with autism would not wear a face mask. Her family, including her 1-year-old daughter, was asked to exit the plane. I know wherever I've been, they say masks over the age of 2 and the signs that I've seen.
Huh.
So
it's really tricky to get a 3-year-old with autism to cooperate with any of your plans.
Yeah.
I think we have to be a little bit more understanding of what a parent of a special needs child is going through. Get it together. Mm-hmm. To kick the family off the flight, I mean, that airline is an idiot.
Okay. I think it's your sister's old airline there, Southwest.
Southwest, get it together. You can't. The special needs parents have a whole different set of issues, and we need to be understanding.
Mm-hmm. Another anger ball made a viral video. This maskless man was enraged over a rule requiring a face mask in an Arizona grocery store, and his embarrassed son had to basically push him out of the store as he ranted on video.
These people won't learn. You're a bunch of idiots wearing masks. You know it's not real. Look at you fools. You got a doily on your face. You look like you've got it off your mom's countertop. You look like an idiot. You're a child trying to make you wear a mask. You're a dork. Look at you, you giant dork. What are you going to do? Good boy. Come outside. Come outside and show me how tough you are. I'll beat that mask off your face. All a bunch of wearing masks. Loser.
Goodbye.
Wow.
I mean, do you really think that's such a burn to call an adult a dork? Or it looks like you have a doily on your face. That's not really that bad of an insult.
I'm more insulted by the bad insults.
And I heard, maybe I'm hearing something. I thought I heard somebody fart in that clip.
Really?
I thought I heard a fart towards the middle end of that clip. Like a fart.
No, that's the most insulting thing that happened here.
So you actually need a butt mask, not a face mask.
Maybe I'm just hearing things.
More problems as 2 people were arrested after they assaulted a worker at a theme park in Pennsylvania called Sesame Place. The 17-year-old worker told him to put on the masks. They beat him down. 2 of them punched him. The kid had to be taken to a local hospital because he had injuries to his jaw and teeth. I mean, come on, man. Crazy. There were some New York residents, apparently, that were not happy about having to wear the masks. And a guy in Victoria, Australia was fined for breaking the coronavirus curfew lockdown orders in the area on Sunday night when he left his place because his roommate was having loud sex. And he got a $1,200 fine because of it.
The guy that went out got the fine.
He got the fine, yeah. Some people are like fining you just for being on the streets. That's how serious they're taking this lockdown.
Do you try to at least throw a shoe at the door to kind of give them a warning? Guys, come on, keep it down. If you're the roommate...
Apparently wanted to be cool. Thought the cool thing to do is to just leave. And it was not cool when he got a $1,200 fine. And another thing that's not cool, do not feed pizza to moose. Mooses.
Mises?
Moose. They're moose.
This is coming from a park ranger in Colorado. He said that people there are tweeting out images of a moose eating pizza.
Oh, the moose is so happy.
Okay, we've heard from the person in charge. Can I please hear from the moose?
Yes, the moose loved it, but the ranger is saying that don't approach the wildlife for any reason. A moose can be extremely dangerous. Save the pizza for the ranger. So for your own good, don't give the moose pizza.
Could you imagine being a moose and finding a pizza and eating it for the first time? You probably can't believe what you're eating.
You're like, I gotta get more pizza.
And then you go and you're like, oh, damn.
And then you attack any human ever that you see with pizza.
There's no pizza around anymore at that point.
You immediately storm any pizza joint.
That's a fun reaction video that a lot of people are doing now. I saw one with a cat first time it tried ice cream the other day, and it was, just like it freezes its head back, like
It loses its
It got
mind.
brain freeze.
Same thing yesterday as a little girl, and the first time she ever tried Coca-Cola, and she takes a sip and goes, and her eyes just like roll in the back of her head, and then she comes up with this big old smile. But boy, it sets you back, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, fun little reaction video.
This is 97.9 WRMF, Palm Beach.
Why would you think a 20-year-old dude would have $100,000 in cash in his bedroom?
Cocaine.
Yeah.
It's first thought, right?
Drugs.
Well, this story from Twitter can be believed, posted by Jamie Premack. It's actually something different. She wrote this whole story out on Twitter, and she said in the story, my girlfriend lives in the Hamptons, and her 20-year-old son has been living with them since March, COVID. He's a junior going back to school. Well, she was cleaning out his room and found $100,000 in cash. They went through the whole, oh, it must be drugs or he must have stolen it, but nah. Ready for this? His father forced him to tell the truth. Said that he was going to call the cops and would turn the money in. So his son confessed that in early April, he strikes up a conversation with a rich older woman at a local sandwich and seafood shop in the Hamptons about how he had tested negative for COVID and was relieved to be staying on the island and out of the city. He said that the woman paid for her large order in all $100 bills and then asked him if he needed to make some money for the summer. She and her friends apparently were looking for a young, attractive man to help out who was negative for COVID. Long story short, he was smashing the rich older ladies for cash. Basically, he was the Hamptons hoe and raised all cash, $5,000 a turn from April to August. And my friend is devastated. And I'm like, dude, he's like the whole Patrick Dempsey thing. Now, she's going to be returning every single dollar, and her son gets to keep nothing. It is going back to school penniless.
This is real? This happened?
It's posted on Twitter, so you decide if it is or not.
Everything on Twitter is real, Jay Bird.
Okay, so no, it's not.
Is it? Is it not? Who knows? It could be false. But it's a great story, regardless, and would make a great movie plot.
It would.
Yeah.
$100,000 at $5,000 a pop. That's crazy, huh?
That's his own money, though. If this is real,
he worked hard for it.
I mean, by the way, $5,000 a pop. What does he have going on? Is it really that great? You got to bring the thunder for 5 G's.
Does that mean like
everything under the sun for 5 G's? If I'm paying 5 G's, everything on the menu, right?
I mean, I don't know. Like when a guy buys a prostitute, I feel like, yeah, he wants to do everything under the sun. But when a girl buys a male prostitute, does she want to do everything under the sun?
Oh, Mama, you are so cute. You're the most vanilla person I know. So you don't know what's going on
She
here.
probably just wants to be loved, especially if she's older and lonely and she's got all this money and maybe she hasn't been loved in a while. She probably wants him to come over. And yeah, there's love making, but there's probably a lot of like pillow talk and relationship kind of stuff.
No, it sounds like he's going through all the older women in the Hamptons that want a young boy toy. It's not just one woman; it's a bunch, right?
Yeah, it's a bunch.
Yeah, it is a bunch.
They're all not. They all are looking to get a little bit of a fix.
Now, it's interesting, but at $5,000 a pop, I don't believe the story just because of the money and how many times he would have to smash it to get, like, what, 20,000 times in 4 or 5 months he's going to be doing. So
$5 grand, by the way, is a lot for a round.
It is. That's why I'm not believing $100K, and I'm not fully believing this kid's story. I think there might be more to it, that maybe that's what his story is to his parents. But the number just doesn't, I don't think, work out.
Isn't that just 20 hookups?
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Virginia's doing math again.
I'm trying to do math, but it's, my brain.
So let's do Virginia math. You said 5 times what?
20 hookups at $5 grand.
Okay.
All right. You can't even do it.
I can't find my calculator. It's a new phone. I can't even find my calculator. Okay, we say it again. You got $5 grand. All right.
$5 grand
20 hookups.
times 20 hookups is $100,000.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
This show is so dumb at math.
Yeah. $5 grand times 20.
Times
Okay,
20
yeah,
hookups
okay.
is 100 grand.
Yeah, only 20 times.
He would have to just 20 times get with possibly the same woman twice.
Oh, in the
that
summer,
could have happened.
in the summertime, 20 easily do that.
20 hookups. If he's really hot, I could totally see that being attainable.
But that means all of the women in the Hamptons are just so horny, and it's out there, and they all know.
Maybe they're neglected housewives, or maybe there's some widows mixed in there. I think that's a very attainable number if he's out there working for it.
I feel $5,000's way too much money to charge. In this economy?
No, but I mean, if you understand the Hamptons, though.
Yeah, maybe with your equipment it is, but this guy, maybe he's killing it.
Wow. Okay.
Sounds like
20
he's-
hookups, $5,000 a pop. If you could make $100,000 in 4 months as a 20-year-old, any chance you do this?
I feel too guilty. It sounds great and all. Oh, the money and oh, the Hamptons, and I would feel guilty. I would. I'd end up confessing to my mom. It'd be terrible.
Wow.
Would you do it? You would feel guilty too.
Yeah, I don't think I could because I mean it's if you're going all the way, which it sounds like for $5,000 a pop, he's having to go all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin.
I mean, he's definitely going all the way, but I think that there was probably a lot of him hanging out and playing boyfriend, too.
I get that you're still stuck on this whole they're dating and all that, and I get there's some of that too. But for $5,000, Mama is paying for it all.
Maybe he would stay for the weekend and turn it out a couple of times and cook her breakfast. And if you've got $5,000 laying around like it's nothing.
But maybe not. Maybe she has a husband and this is
Yeah.
a sideline little hookup and boy toy sneaks off and
You're trying
they
to-
hit it and quit it and boom.
You're trying to make this way sweeter than what this is, Mama. This is purely carnal.
You don't know that.
And for $5,000,
These could be lonely widows that haven't been touched
you don't know what you're
in a
talking
while.
about. No.
I mean, this dude did put in the work, though. I mean, 20 times with older rich women on the Hamptons to get his $100,000. If you're his parents, do you make him return the money?
I'll probably get prosecuted or whatever for this, but I wouldn't.
He's 20.
He
No, you
He's an
can't.
adult.
They can't do anything. All they can do is call the cops. He can take his own money. He doesn't have to turn in any money. He's his own person.
It's a side hustle. Yes, it's illegal because it's prostitution, but I don't know. I'm not making him give the money back because then it's like a whole thing now where we have to research all the women he banged on the Hamptons. I don't want to know.
And personally, for me, if you charge anything more than $150, the pressure gets to you. You really got
$150?
I mean, I feel like that's a good for your
He
average.
wants to work off $100,000 the hard way.
Just saying, your average working class hooker.
These aren't your average working class people, my man.
I get that. I'm just saying. I'm going through my own
to
thing.
them, $5,000's probably like
It's
$200 to you.
Maybe not even, depending upon who it is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying from the perspective of the hooker or the prostitute, the more you charge, the more you got to bring that thunder. You cannot have no duds. I'm just saying there's a lot more
I
pressure.
don't know why you care. She's probably 60.
Well,
and
you clearly don't care about your craft.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He's a prideful prostitute.
Yeah,
He is.
damn right.
He charges low and delivers high.
Absolutely. I would want to be that kind of prostitute.
No, you always want to charge high and then have to deliver the least.
Okay, so if you're a 20-year-old who just for the last 4 months was banging old women on the Hamptons to get $100,000 and your parents are making you return it, you're a junior in college. What do you do? Do you return it? You'd be like, oh, no, forget you.
Yeah, you don't return the money. I think at that point, there's probably going to be some family problems with you and your mom.
Yeah. They will possibly cut you off. And I think to me, the only question for the 20-year-old is how much money are your parents giving you? Are they paying for school, room, board, all that kind of stuff? And how quickly does that add up to $100,000? Because you're going to have to probably pay your own way.
Because you're right.
If you keep it.
I do believe if someone's floating the bill for all of your stuff, then you start to lose a little bit of power of what you get to do.
You got to play by their rules if you're living under their roof. But if you've got $100,000, you
got
can go
options.
rent an apartment.
You got options.
You can break free.
You don't need them right now. I don't know how much they're giving you on the reg, so I don't know. Maybe they're giving him a lot more than $100,000 when it comes to tuition and all
If
that.
the parents are smart, they say, "Well, give me some." If okay, I don't call the cops if you give me a piece of the
you
action.
shake down your son.
Look, it's
for
a cold,
cut.
It's a cold world, Virginia.
Okay. Well, if you believe the Twitter story, 20-year-old dude was hooking it in the Hamptons with the older ladies there, getting $5,000 a pop, and his mom found $100,000 in his bedroom, and she's like, "You got to return it." Should the kid return it? Should he have to? If this were your kid, would you make him return the money?
I don't think you can because he's an adult.
If you were the kid, would you return it? Somebody texted in and said, "It's his money and he's an adult. Mom needs to give it back, and STFU." Unfortunately, now the IRS knows about it, so the 20-year-old better declare in his taxes. I don't know. You can't declare hooking money.
No, I don't think. That's pretty weird.
Somebody said, "Hey, just this thought. Let's not forget these rich women in the Hamptons were thinking they were helping out a college kid. Happily handed over a prime $5K. Also over 5 months, say 16 to 20 weeks. That's only having one rendezvous a week. Totally doable."
Oh, totally.
Completely doable.
You could do, if you really wanted to pound the pavement and really be a workhorse, you could do 5 a day. You could wake up at 9
Yeah.
Put
in the work.
Put in the work. You go from 9 to 11. Work up
$25K a day.
Work up a lunch appetite. Then you have an afternoon one. Afternoon delight, Virginia. Yeah, you could do it.
And somebody said, think about this. If you're the 20-year-old, I'd be like, okay, I'll return the money. But here's the thing. These women likely don't want it to be known. So if he comes back with the money, they actually may give him more just to be quiet.
Yeah, Virginia thinks they're out ballroom dancing and all that. They're keeping this quiet, Virginia.
You don't know what they were doing.
You don't know about women in the Hamptons that are horny.
I know a lot more about women than you. That are old.
Yeah, but somebody was saying, think about this, is a lot of these women, if you go to the Hamptons, a lot of it's 40-year-old women with like 70-year-old husbands. And that's why they,
Yeah, you're thinking they're all 75.
I'm thinking they're a mixed bag. You don't know what they are.
But if it's her friend group, they're probably likely in the same age category. So you may be talking about some women in their early or mid 40s.
But they're all going to be riding that prostitute train.
But when the word gets out to her friend group, one friend tells another friend, and you know in your friend group which of you is the horniest. The horny doesn't know any age limits.
It probably won't get out.
Oh, it's definitely going to get out.
Well, we're talking about it, so.
I'm surprised that you're surprised this happens, because I think this happens a lot more than you would realize.
Do you have a horny friend? Like one that's the horniest?
Definitely.
Really?
Yeah. And
Chamber would like to meet her.
You already know her.
What's her name rhyme with? Right, at least write it down. I think I know.
I definitely have friends that are more...
Is it
sexy time than others? Definitely. And then I have some friends that are like way less sexy time. I'm not going to. If he's writing down names of my friends,
he wants to know.
I am not going to tell
Inquiring bird
you.
wants to know.
But everybody's friend group has one girl that's a little bit of a hoe.
Okay. And if you don't know who it is, it's you? Is that the way it works?
Yes.
Okay.
We all know what each other are up to. And in groups where, you have a bunch of older women and maybe they don't get it as much as they wish they did, they talk about that.
But there's always, in every group, there's always one that's just a little bit looser than everybody else.
100%.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
So how attractive are the people in the state of Florida? Zippia, the career expert, did a study ranking the most attractive states, looking at 5 different factors. How in shape people are. They checked obesity rates from the CDC. How much Googling people do when it comes to hair, clothes, and grooming. So all those vain aesthetics they looked at as well, also using data from Yes Style. And they came out with a ranking. And I thought, okay, let's see where Florida is. It's got to be very high, right? No. They have got Florida ranked at number 26 on their list.
Well, because not all Florida is soapy. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Well, think about parts of Florida, dog.
Yeah, that's true. I drove through the heart of it the other day.
There's a lot of the heart of Florida.
And I would say, without a doubt, South Florida, I think we pick up the slack. But yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, No, in some of those towns.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like those. I'm not a Sobe guy. I don't like that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, like real Americans.
I like the woods. I like the toughness of it.
We didn't do that prim and proper stuff. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. And this is what's maybe most stunning. New Jersey is ranked first for the most attractive state when they broke it down. I could maybe see, if you've ever seen Jersey Shore, how much they were in gym tan, laundry, all that kind of stuff.
But that doesn't make you attractive necessarily.
Yeah.
It actually makes you kind of laughable.
It does.
GTL.
It does.
I'm giggling at you.
I'm just saying, just because you shower and you got, none of that doesn't necessarily mean you're attractive.
Yeah, that's why I would think that their data points are flawed, because they're just looking at how much people care about those things, and that they're deeming would make you attractive because you're caring about hair, clothes, grooming, things like that.
You have pride, but people
Right.
that have pride.
But maybe you have to work harder because you ugly. Maybe. So they got New Jersey first, followed by Hawaii and California third. And then Florida down at 26. I was just like, well, can you justify that? But you're right. When you mention, keep in mind, you're looking at this through the South Florida lens. Florida could be number 26.
No one here, has anyone here ever been to Hawaii?
My mom went to Hawaii and loved it. I've never been.
I feel like it's Florida on steroids. It's a more expensive, more exotic kind of Florida.
The most I've seen of Hawaii is actually on Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, me too.
And what I liked, I liked. It was gorgeous.
I hear it's expensive and there's a lot of hot people there.
There's like mountains in
Yeah.
the tropical.
Gorgeous.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Looks gorgeous, at least.
I want to go. Let's go.
It's so far, though.
It's so far. In fact, it blows my mind how far Hawaii is.
In the survey, they also found that 64% of people say the first thing they notice about somebody is how attractive they are.
Duh.
64%.
Yeah.
So we went on to the KVJ Show Facebook page and we asked this question. What Florida cities have the most and least attractive people?
Oh, Kevin, you're going to get people fighting with each
Top
other.
and bottom.
And we all know the answer.
How do we rank it out? What would you say? 877-979-WRMF at the KVJ Show. Most attractive states, according to the data points that they use for Zippia, the career expert, Florida only ranks number 26. Jersey 1, followed by Hawaii and California in there. And somebody else said, yeah, we do have like a lot of older people too. So, maybe that's bringing it down.
Why are you looking at me?
Well, there's I'm going through the ugliest towns and the hottest towns here in South Florida.
Oh, no.
And there is you are right, there's certain towns that do, unfortunately, they get hit by the old people. That kind of brings down their number.
Well, I drove right past the Villages the other day.
It brings the number down.
Yeah.
Unless you're into that. It depends on what depends the age too.
If you're getting paid $5,000 a pop.
It does make it more attractive.
I don't think we can play this game. We're gonna hurt town's feelings. But there is a clear number one ugliest town.
I think we can go, because I'm getting different things, because it's on our Facebook page. We're getting some texts that are coming in, chat room comments. And they're varying the town based on what platform I'm on.
And I feel like we all know that we're just having fun here.
We are.
We're just having a good time.
We are, and it's just it's oddly weighted. I was surprised on the Facebook page, Lake Worth is winning for ugliest, and I don't know that I agree with that. I think there's a lot of beautiful people in Lake Worth.
I'm afraid to give my answer.
What do you got? What is that? It's just what people are saying.
Right. You're right.
It's not you. It's what people are saying.
And obviously, there's good-looking people in this town.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Stuart, you got some issues.
No, God, there's beautiful people in Stewart.
I agree.
It's so beautiful.
Hey, I have family in Stewart.
So beautiful. They're beautiful people. What are you talking about?
Oh, Virginia is acting all quiet and coy on the microphone. Her ass agrees with me.
Oh, get out of here.
I'm just having fun. There's beautiful people in Stewart.
You're right. Yeah.
I dated someone from Stewart.
You might just be in an ugly neighborhood, too.
You can live on an ugly avenue.
Yeah, ugly. That might be you're on Ugly Street. That's possibly what's going on here. Miami, South Beach, of course, that's the clear-cut winner, but it's just balanced. It's so unfair because it's so unbalanced. And a lot of those people, are they really, Miami Beach residents? You know, so that wins for the hottest.
My old town of Lake Park's not walking down any catwalks either.
That's a true statement. I lived in Lake Park. Oh, I forgot about Lake Park.
It's just sometimes fun to make fun of towns. I'm not making fun of people. It's the town.
Yeah. Okay.
Are people mad?
No, I don't. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's just people's opinion. That's all it is. Like I said, it's all perspective. It's all perspective.
Is anybody voting for Port St. Lucie? Is that a town? Yeah, Port the Pizzles.
They're coming for the pizzle.
Jason Jeremy's like, come on, just say Okeechobee already. Don't be afraid of the rednecks.
It is going to take them a while to come down here and kick our ass. They're a couple counties ahead of us.
Isn't it Leslie populated too? So if you go with a smaller town, just the number of people that want to kick your ass are less.
More people are piling in on Port St. Lucie. I love the Pizzle. The Pizzle are my people. The Pizzle are my kind of people.
David said, I go to Lakewood Park, Florida, where the pigs mix in with the people.
Oh, boy. Where's Lakewood Park?
Come on now.
Yeah, you guys
Come on now.
You guys are being so mean.
Like I said, you're probably just on a bad street. Ugly road. All right. Coming up here in a couple minutes, Bird going to be wrapping us up. We got another thought for the day and a thought-provoking question. Apparently, buffets in South Florida are opening up. I'll let you know who and where coming up.
Looking for some KVJ merchandise and swag? Go to kvjshow.com and click KVJ Gear. It's more of the KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Got this text message says, maybe you guys can help me understand this. I'm a longtime listener. I live in West Palm Beach. However, I work in Broward. And from time to time, I see that Golden Corral says, now open, welcome back. How is a buffet going to open during a pandemic? I just don't get it, LOL.
I mean, that's a good sign, I feel. I think
this is all good.
Bless your heart.
This is all good.
Bless my clogged heart.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like buffets should be phase 2.
You don't tell me how to live my life. I'm an American, damn it.
I'm just telling you my opinion. You go to the COVID buffet. Belly up, bruh.
I'll wear my mask, but damn it, don't you tell me how to live my life when it comes to my buffets.
I need my chicken fried steak. I need my gravy.
Wow.
I need to see people spilling all the mashed potato gravy everywhere.
I need to see that old guy that farts right by the green beans.
There was a guy that farted by the food. Now I don't want to say Golden Corral. I don't want to say Golden.
Of course, there was an old guy that farted by the buffet. Every day in America that happens.
There's nothing gross you could say about a buffet that would not surprise me. I expect the worst.
Anything I told you gross about a buffet?
I'm not surprised. Yep, I get it. I believe it.
I was done with the low budge buffet before Corona. This has just pushed me to a new level.
To me, I don't find pizza buffets gross. Can I get an amen on that? Pizza buffets are not gross. Amen.
You can't give yourself an amen.
When I was really a big pizza eater, I was in a different place. And because of this show and the stories I've read, my mindset is set differently now with germs. And
you know too much.
I know too much, and it's changed me. In my 20s, it didn't bother me. Now, to me, anything that's not a serving station, I probably am not going to do, because the pandemic has added even a little bit more of a tweak to everything that my awareness is even higher now. So serving stations, I get where people can go up and serve themselves is gnarly. And even post-pandemic, I don't know that I would even go to one of them fancy buffets, Virginia. I know rich people do buffets too. Even one of those, I'd probably be like, unless there's somebody there controlling the tongs and forks, I'd be like, I'm going to pass.
You know how I feel about the Breakers buffet. I have said this many times. Yeah. Their Breakers brunch buffet is the best I've ever seen. After Corona, I don't know if I'm still going to be able to go.
I think they'll have serving stations. I think
you're right. Yeah. I think it'll be a whole different atmosphere, and you won't see where people, specifically the old guy that farts on the green beans, will be able to walk up and serve himself.
We need Fat Kevin here more than ever in these desperate,
he loved a pizza buffet
times.
He loved a buffet. Wendy's buffet.
I need that kid to come back.
He loved a buffet.
No reason around these parts.
All right. Well, if you're struggling with it as well, you're not alone. Other people are. Golden Corral apparently is cracking back open. So good news? I don't know.
For some of us, yes. It's a positive.
Good news. All right, Jay Bird, we got the After the Show podcast going to be coming up here. You can watch live on Facebook. It's also on our podcast app. You can get on the 97.9 WRMF app. It is there. You can download that for free. We're also on Spotify and get it at kvjshow.com. If you've got a podcast app, it is on there. Just look for the KVJ Show. And if for some reason it's not, which we're on like every one, let us know. We'll get the KVJ Show podcast there. The whole show without music and commercials. And the last 30 minutes is the After the Show, which we're going to be doing coming up. All right, Bird, wrap it up here with your thought for the day, my friend.
One lie is enough to question all truths.
You're right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
KVJ not only does a radio show, but also does an After the Show podcast.